And the underdog won the first map, as many would argue. They are 1-0 up. Let's see if Strikers can do anything here in Pistons.
Yeah, we are looking, but it is Lucent that open up the scoring first of all. Zorkos falls, and going to be a couple of kills now going in Lucent's favor. Chris trying to get things back on board for his team, but it's pretty much the Lucent show right now. It's going to be a very difficult fight for Sentinel at this point. If they're in a 3v1 here as Baghdad, you know, he's back to the respawn queue. Totti picking up too, and once again, we're seeing Lucent on the front foot starting off. They're going to have a 2-cap lead. They're getting points already on the board, and yeah, my oh my, brilliant play from Lucent to start this game. Yep,
they are definitely the victors of the initial. Sentinel players do back off just to reset and wait for that quick respawn wave to come back in full force. Fracture's picking up a kill on Strikers as well. So there's a bit of a stagger there to the players. And that gives the ticket to actually push up. Chris getting a kill, meanwhile, on B. So that's the triple cap prevented, at least for now. Kuga's hiding out here as well. I'm not sure if...
Is this a ranked match? He's just camping the spawn.
They're trying to catch out a player, that's for sure. Kugas does get that. He needs to get straight into cover, though, which he does. The Lancer fails to down him, but Baghdad has been given the call out. Kugas is not in friendly territory right now, that's for sure. But if he can pick up another kill, that would be incredible. Very helpful to his team. Goes for the up 8, not able to get that there. Chris getting another kill off screen, and Totti still committing, actually. I don't like that personally.
No, mistake
a bit of overextension for me. Just leave your player. You haven't even got B control as of right now.
Yeah, that's it. You decap the B hill there, and if you do that, you're going to be about, well, they're 40 points ahead now. They would have been easily 50, 60 points ahead if they'd just got that decap instead of fighting that fight. And now we see, look, Sentinel, they're ticking the domination. The C hill is going to go back in Lucent's favor, maybe. Actually, as I say that, the fight is raging up there, and
Kugas has to keep moving. He's not able to,
in a 1v2 though.
Back to the home hill. Strikers and Baghdad pick up several kills. Totti on his own. He's left alive.
He's going to fall though very quickly. The retake attempt will come in. The smoke drops. Strikers looking now. Just get the first kill.
It's denied. Strikers still battling his ways. He picks up Fortons. Legend coming off respawn. The flank comes through. Zorkos picks that one up. And right now, Lucent are scrambling to try and find kills, but they're not able to get anything in particular. B hill broken though, meanwhile, and Totti still fighting his way. Look at this fight on B. Kugas is back for action. His movement keeps him moving right ahead. Great up A. Fantastic stuff. About to criticize him for exactly that play, but the aggression works, and it's spectacular to watch, honestly. Fable Sentinel, got to keep a close eye on their scoreline, as they have a bit of a score lead built up after all of that.
Oh, they do. Lucent definitely need a decap here on this home hill, and this is what's going to come in now as they try and fight this out, but SY, Chris and Strikers slaying up, and 3 dead now. Got to be much more careful from that for Lucent if you want to win this game, and 50-point lead that is now in Sentinel's favor. They're playing this much, much better than they did on Forge. Totti going to try and get a touch. You see Kugas going down to the B hill. Someone needs to fly across and secure the C, though, because if Sentinel get back on that. Yep. You say that, though, the kills are coming in, and there is actually someone from Lucent over there. Fractures has managed to get a touch. Legend's going to come in behind him, and the B hill is going to be contested. Fortons is the man to take this 1v1. The smoke drops. The smoke's going to hit. This is all Fortons. He needs to stay in the hill and get the break. He does get the break.
Can he stay alive, though, and reset? No, he cannot. The A hill regained for Fable Sentinel. Of course, they only need just that. And they're already pushing up to the home hill of Lucent Esports. Lovely movement, has to be said, but little too late for Lucent. Sentinel do start off strong on this map after losing the last.
Yeah. I mean, Sentinel looking strong again, but, you know, they started strong in the last map. And it's all about how they continue from here. A 4-minute round as well, a super long round for both teams there. Fatigue probably going to start setting in soon. And it's up to Lucent now to kind of decide how the map is played, to dictate the pace and choose what's going to go down. It looks like the Hammerburst hovering. We may see an Incendiary in that middle. We know both teams love that pick. And, well,
Lucent won the initial, of course.
Is it going to be?
Something to keep in mind. Fable Sentinel also placed the incense previously against
It is going to be.
Is that the most common weapon placement in the game?
It must be. Statistically, that must be the most commonplace weapon. Incendiaries on the middle spawn.
They just want to see fire in the middle.
That's it. Fiery game.
Add fire to fire.
Fiery game.
Add fire to the flames.
But we're not going to complain because we saw some excellent plays with those weapons earlier. And it will mean there is now an incentive for both teams to play hard on this middle section.
Toti going straight to the statue on board of Cougars, as he is just sitting back for the Pistons fight. Striker's taking the opportunity to flank the way through. Legend on his own for now. Toti's being flanked, so he's not going to be able to help out with this initial. There comes Cougars as he responds to Strikers pushing through. Trade of kills on both sides. Baghdad does take up the incense. Toti in a 2v1. Is he able to close the gap? Just Lancers being utilized by Fable Sentinel, keeping at range, keeping alive. Fortin should go down. This time it's Sentinel who win the B hill, but they do push up in an aggressive fashion. That's
it, and Incendiary's now in the hand of Baghdad. He's going to look for the first kill. Does choke the throws, actually, and this is going to be bad times for Baghdad. If Lucent can get down into this Pistons now, he should really have done better with those Incendiaries. Really should have, and his team are going to lose the B hill because of it.
Tide of battle has changed.
Toti about to get flanked.
That's for sure, yeah. Toti does turn around just in time, though, before Strikers can close the gap. Chris not in a great position at all, as he does get taken down. Already Lucent on the overextension, but the respawn timer is keeping Fable Sentinel alive. They are able to hold on for now. Legend, little bit of a late push now. Is Toti following up? Yes, he is. The pressure is maintained, at least here. Physics takes out Legend, dancing around in the smoke are both teams, but Toti does decide to bow out.
Yeah, I was about to say it was going to be a slaughter if they decided to stay there. 4 members of Sentinel looking for the kills. And yeah, a little bit of an overstay there, I think. They had complete map control. There was no real need to push in. They had points leads as well, and now for this, they're on the back foot. This is going to be difficult, but you see the down coming in. Baghdad does fall. Physics actually takes out Baghdad as he steps in front of his shot. Physics also falling, so 2 dead now. It's a 5v3 in Lucent's favor. A trade in the middle between Fortins and Strikers sees Fractures able to pick up the Incendiaries, and this is going to be it. The Incendiaries are going to come flying in here. There we see it straight over the top of the screen, and Lucent looking stronger now.
Lovely incend from Fractures. Can he make it a double? Yes, he's going to get Lanced. Bit more of a tactical incend there as he blocks off the cover from Physics. He's down, actually, so that player indeed. And the Incend will clean him up. The pressure is being applied by Lucent. Remember, they have a bit of a score lead. The Incend is there to help out, and everyone's just getting burnt alive. That tactical Incend has proven to be more effective than perhaps a kill at this point. Chris, probably red from that flame, does stay alive, though. Regain his health momentarily before Fractures cleans him up. And that should be bar a miracle on that player running to beat a Lucent round.
Yeah, that was very close to stopping the domination, but just slightly too far out. And yes, you're right, the incendiary grenade throw onto the tree. We're seeing a few teams pick up on this throw right now. You just drop it at the base of the tree, and it spreads the fire along the entire back length of that low wall, which stops any it stops any defense really happening. We saw as Sentinel tried to get back in, a couple of them got burnt alive, and that was the end of them.
Yep.
1-1 score now.
Hammer burst at Welding and Fountains. I don't think that'll influence things too much. We have seen pushes through Pistons to flank through the middle. Now, curious actually as to how this one pans out. Let's check out the middle fight. How aggressive are both these teams being? It's all about that fight for the mid box. They're not going for Lancers, that's for sure. They want to close the gap as soon as they can. Baghdad this time around with the double in the middle. And so, with those incend pickup, can he trap Legend in the pocket? This could be a ticket, actually, to push up a little bit more aggressively instead. Legend, he does very well to get that down, not able to clean it up, unfortunately. Fortins tries to get back into the fight, managed to get Chris out, or take him out, rather, but, you still run into 3 at the end of the day, and now Fractures is swarming in. Thankfully, he rolls out, though, and doesn't keep staggering the spawns. Yeah, that's it. Great crossfire now from Baghdad, as we see Cougars drop. This is all the Baghdad show this round. He has done so much for his team in that open area. Now looking for the flank as he pushes through the middle. You can see him on the middle of your screen. He's the middle dot there, just holding control of the middle ramp. He's going to loop round now as the offense comes on A. Lucent trying to just play home hills for a change, but the incendiaries, again, great. Just using them on a bit of cover just to stop any potential push. Great weapon to, to deny area. And it's pretty much halted that entire push from one incendiary, so well played there by Sentinel. 3 players on this side of the map now for Lucent. Legend does have access to the B hill, though, so change that up quickly. Fairly passive positions, you'd argue, from Fable Sentinel. They do choose to go down, but top table control is in favor of Lucent Esports, and that's keeping Chris at bay. Kills elsewhere from Fortins, though. He gets a double on the Fountain, so that's Sentinel removed from there.
Gets the down as well.
And a down as well, and that's a ticket now to a kill potentially. Just need to stay alive. Wait for his teammate to angle out Baghdad. Chris is able to get back to his feet though, as all that goes on. Not able to escape though until as Fortons tries to get the up air, which he does successfully. Baghdad dropped
Fortons
as well. And yeah, he's done very good this respawn.
Yeah, that was really, really well played by him. He, spots the 2v1 that he takes, and then just pure clinical play there to secure another 2 kills for his team with a little help. And he's still alive now. Strikers is going to move around for the angle. I think he's going to fall in just a second. He does. He has got teammates in tow though, so maybe we'll see him being revived. We're not sure yet. The incendiaries are going to come down. Long throw there over the top of Open, and Legend has picked up a double actually, so he's picked up a triple. No, he hasn't. Cougars has actually picked up the 3rd there, so Zorkos falls, and this is advantage now to Lucent Esports. The points are in Sentinel's favor, but it doesn't matter if you have no hills. The domination is coming in 5 seconds. Cougars cleaning up, and this is going to be another Lucent round, bar a miracle. No miracle does happen. 2-1 now, Lucent going ahead.
And getting loud as well. Big round, as they were down significantly in points. And, there was a moment, actually, I saw Fractures pick up the incense. I was wondering, why aren't you helping out Fortons? Fortons, why aren't you backing off and waiting for the incense to come behind that all-important B hill? Fractures were just lurking in the enemy spawn, and actually in the end it kind of left Fable Sentinel just running around like searching for kills, not able to really gain any certain control, so it favored them in the end. And Lucent Esports did a very good job in actually reacting to that and then converting all of those special kills. Legend, of course, with the double to set it all off into a triple cap. Well played, Lucent. And now the block coming through for Fable Sentinel at the statue. Expect it to be very similar scenario here in the initial on mid box.
Yeah, I kind of like the block there. Maybe setting up for something bigger at Pistons later in this half. And we saw Fable Sentinel win that initial round when the fight was purely at B. So, maybe that's what we'll see later on. Just speculating here as we see Cougars push up to the T. The fight is going to be an Open though, and it looks like it's Sentinels. They open with 3 kills. They've got the incendiaries as well. The incendiaries have just ran off towards the home hills, so it's going to be a 3v2, I think, for just a second. Domination is ticking.
It's all down to Fortons and Cougars. They need to get in there if they can. Cougars great off A, but it's not going to be enough. It's Fable Sentinel. Get around back. It's 2-2.
Excellent play by Sentinel. They, they spotted they had that numbers advantage, took the incendiaries over to the home hill to stop anyone off respawn coming in, and just cleaned up that fight there. It was a bit tricky. They did go down, but the revive chain was there, and the big kill came in just next to the T, and that was it. Now, predicting the big weapon placement, the block came down at statue, so it's up to Lucent to force the fight, and they're going to place the weapon. Think it's the M-bar under there. It is the M-bar. We're going to see that on the map for a change. That's going to be a good one to watch for sure.
Yep.
Big fight coming down at Pistons, though, this next round.
Oh, big time. It's a nice change, actually. It's not going to be the boom shot or anything else put down by Fable Sentinel. Of course, they previously blocked it, a statue, and you alluded to a potential bigger weapon. That is a big weapon, but we usually see much more powerful weapons than that. So, something to adapt to for both these teams than the usual. And you can see more numbers really focusing on that potential quick pickup from either team. Baghdad, meanwhile, does get the incense. Totti remains aggressive in the middle. Oh no, Baghdad incended himself. Not ideal, as physics is going to be pinched in the middle of Pistons.
The
2v1,
choke.
and the M-bar in control. Strikers is lurking on the other side, though. Just need to focus on prevent a triple cap at this point, but saying that, there's not even the numbers for Lucent to consider that an option. So, reset, abuse that M-bar, and get map control, I guess.
That's it, the choke coming in there from Baghdad. Someone performed the Heimlich. He just, he cost his team this entire weapon, this entire B-hill, and now Lucent are at such an advantage across this map. This is going to be super difficult for Sentinel to come back into this. It's going to be very difficult. And let's see what Cougars is doing with this M-bar. He's checked one. He's looking at Baghdad now. Gets the tag on Baghdad, and Baghdad's weak. Going to be a forced fight here as Baghdad pushes at the hill.
Great job.
Cougars got to be careful.
Fantastic job from Baghdad. Firing shots his way and then rolling back just to keep Cougars at bay, knowing Cougars wants blood at this point in time.
He needs to get out of here with this M-bar. He needs to keep that weapon alive for his team.
Certainly does. Chooses such a route.
Oh,
Superman! Absolutely brilliant from that individual. And now We take a moment to breathe. Although I say that, Cougars, his job is not done. He now needs to save the round, trying to close the gap to Zorkos, looking for that shot. Zorkos, great shotgunning, but Cougars...
He's a machine!
...gets the 1v back.
This man is a robot! He hits the Superman and then clutches up to save his team the round. Absolutely perfect by Cougars there.
Yep, he buys enough time for Lucent to get back their home help. And they've actually managed to get the incense as well, so it's certainly not over yet. Baghdad might have fountain control, but Totti has something to say about that.
Yeah, that's right. We see Totti coming in with all the brazen in the world, really. Baghdad and Chris opening up the kill feed, though.
Great job.
And the domination does tick. Fracture's in no way at all able to get in here, but Cougars is. The smoke grenade in hand as well. Excellent, excellent incendiary coming in to stop the kill, and Strikers tries to reply.
He knows the
Here we go, sneaky Cougars, sneaky Cougars. Sneaky Cougars. Timing.
It's spot on from Cougars. Smart player and evidently a skilled player as well. To boot, as he now stays in the middle, maintains map control as his teammate picks up the M-bar. Lucent are clutching up once again, and it's mainly thanks to that one player on our screen.
Oh, he has had the best event he could have hoped for, really. And Fractures has already picked up one headshot with the M-bar. Let's just pull that out of the bag. As Physics gets a double, you see the M-bar shots raining in across the map. This is going to be difficult. There's the second, and Fractures going huge as well. He's seen Cougars, and he says, I'm going to raise you one. He's looking for his third. He gets the third. Fractures, you are a monster. This is all Lucent Esports as they go crazy with this weapon. This is what they needed, Toby. This is perfect.
One more kill with this weapon could be what's needed to get the triple cap, and Lucent, despite all the clutch plays from these individuals, they do need to get exactly that to win this round. It's all over for Fractures. He will get pinched out methodically by the French, but Lucent are pushing hard on the A hill. No hills currently for Fable.
No hills, and this fight is going to be huge. We see Strikers falls, and Baghdad manages to get a kill. I think that's in the B hill, it is. And it's going to be up to Cougars. He needs to get this break here. This is all about playing your life. He does fall. He's got teammates in tow, but Legend fall. I think Sentinel have done enough. They've got 2 hills. They have done a fantastic play to Sentinel. They absorbed so much pressure there and still come out on top. Sentinel now going ahead 3-2.
So much energy put into that round by Lucent. M-bar plays after M-bar plays, and proving to be potentially a good weapon placement actually from Lucent. My oh my. So much energy, but it didn't pay off for them in the end. Sentinel, good job by them to actually maintain that control to that very bitter end, despite Lucent making it so difficult for them to hold on.
That's it. We're getting hyped about the clutch plays coming in from Lucent, but it doesn't matter because those clutch plays are on their own home hill. While they're fighting for that M-bar, Fable, Sentinel are just scrolling straight across that bridge and taking whatever they want in front of them. And the fight is always just to keep themselves in it. They need to make more proactive plays here, Toby. We see the grenades going down at Statue. That's going to spread the fight a little bit further. Maybe someone's going to use those to try and hold these home hills, which is the key, I think, to Lucent moving on here.
I think you could be right. That could stimulate a push or two, no doubt at all.
Yeah, definitely
Cougars,
so.
We start off this round once again with him. Legend getting a kill in the middle. Frag grenade picked up by Totti, and Baghdad and Strikers, they need to continue to go off as Physics gets a kill through the middle. Tries to turn around. That's a very good trade from Physics. Got to give it to him. Given the scenario presented in front of him, Baghdad trying to run as he is the last man alive for Fable.
That's it. They're trying to close out this round. The big respawns are on. There's the grenade, and Baghdad's got to put himself in the corner. The next grenade's going to come in, forcing Baghdad out, and Totti takes the headshot. Brilliant play by them. I think they got... Did they get it the M-bar for the reward? I'm not sure they did.
There it is.
Oh, there we go. Fortin's picked it up in the end, and he's going to look for the shot. Does miss the first shot.
Has to be careful, though, as Chris is pushing very aggressively indeed. Doesn't necessarily need to backpack this with all his teammates next to him, but Revive comes in nonetheless. He's trying to give it to the
This
Cougars.
is not the place to trade.
Times, risky business right here. And all of them just say, no, pull out. And now they're trying to trade at the same time. Finally, the trade comes through, and Cougars has his prize for being such an MVP for his team this event.
Oh, he
gets the body check on Zorkos. He's forced to bow out. It's not a kill, but it's good enough to stop that B-hill capture for now.
Zorkos is going to push up now.
Great timing. Trying to close the gap, keep the pressure on top. Looking for that body check. Zorkos keeping that gun recoiling as Chris Rhodey runs straight for his life. Risky plays from both teams, but necessary, you might argue. As is an amazing headshot on Strikers.
This is the Lucent we knew from the last event, dropping the M-bar and going huge with it. And we're only seeing it now in the loser bracket final. This is crazy. Cougar's looking for his second, gets the check actually. Gonna look for his second shot. He knows there's a member coming in. He's got teammates in help as well, so won't lose the M-bar yet. He's got 2 shots. What can he do with these 2 shots? He's gonna actually backpack it and come in with a shotgun.
Just Chris now, he's gonna get flanked. The B hill is gonna get broken. And Fractures is doing a good job on the home hill as well as Physics last alive. He should get angled out from Fountains. Smoking for now, but they do need to take him out as soon as possible.
Well, there he goes. He falls, and it's up to Zorkos now. Zorkos is going to be the first one out. He's not going to be there in time. And Lucent tying things up at the halfway mark once again. Oh, my Lord.
And a breath of relaxation, perhaps, equally for us.
Let's take a minute.
Casters. But also, we do need to dissect what was a very eventful half, rounded off by some excellent individual plays by Lucent Esports. And they work very hard to bring it to this state at 3-3. It is still anyone's game at this point, Alex. I'm so impressed with the teamwork and the individual plays on offer in this losers bracket final. D, F, and E hills are upon us now, though. 10-second respawn timer, much harder to get triple caps. But now both teams have to tackle their opponents.
And there's kill 1, Toby. Cougar's picking up 1 now. He's got the Lancer angle on Zorkos as well. The damage coming down. This is the team fire that we like to see. Look at Lucent just cleaning up at the start of this half. Obviously, fast respawns now, so it's going to be difficult for them to triple cap. But Cougars is just slaying out, and it doesn't matter what's in front of him. We see the offense now coming on the D-hill. This is a real strong round for Lucent so far, but they've got to be careful not to get caught out in a bad situation. They're going to be at a numbers disadvantage quickly. They are getting the kills, though. You see the kills coming in. Totti picks up 2. Fortunes helps as well, and this might even be a domination so quickly into this second half.
And look how many players are left alive in that hill. That is down to pure skill and nothing but. That's the snappiness we want to see from Lucent. Yes, it's a 10-second respawn timer, but they so clearly win that initial and move so fast, most importantly as a team, that they can do that. They have the skill to go up against Europe's second favorite, long-running one of that, and reign victorious.
They are so far, you know, they are ahead. They're a map up. They're also ahead in this map, and it's, you know, it's looking like the Lucent show at this point. We saw it in the previous game Sentinel played where they were just fighting the same fight over again and getting slayed out by Fable. They're doing the same thing here. Lucent just deciding that, you know what, we're better at this fight, and we're just going to keep fighting it. And Lucent are doing it perfectly. Sentinel absorbing a lot of pressure, but the rounds are coming more from ring control than it is slaying. And Baghdad, as I say that, opens up with his own double kill, so maybe I'm wrong, Toby, but so far that's the state of the game.
Now it's actually Fable Sentinel's turn to see what they can do. The enemy's home hill are going to stop, though, despite that great 2v1 by Baghdad in the center of the map. Zorkos actually going to get caught out here. Is he going to go down? No, that's very important. This Cougar's going to apply the pressure, though. Most kills in the game, and he's looking for exactly more of that. Finds Zorkos, handily done. Not much damage placed upon him, and he still is applying the pressure. Strikers, it's a big job in front of him, as there is support for Cougars, but our Fable Sentinel be the more sneaky and yet smart team. They run through as Cougars plays a little bit too aggressive, perhaps through the middle, as his teammate are left in no man's land.
They've done the exact same thing they did to Fable against Lucent here. Just, oh yeah, you go down the middle, we'll just cap around you. Brilliant heads-up play from Sentinel there as they even things out once again. You know, this is a Sentinel we like to see. You know, thinking about things, playing the sneaky game, playing the strategic game, and the incentives looking to be dropped again in the middle. They worked for Lucent last time, forcing that middle fight. Let's see if they work again, assuming they get dropped.
Composure evidently kept by Sentinel there. And this time, Incens will be placed in the middle.
I'm looking for that M-bar to go back down, Toby. That was the catalyst.
I would love that, for sure. I'm sure Lucent have that on their mind now. At least one player, the one with Cougars, I'm sure would like that, the way he's playing. Bringing up the scoreboard. 27 kills, by the way. 6 more kills than second place for Baghdad in kill count.
Fight going down in the middle, though, as we see both teams collide underneath closed, and we see Fractures falling. Tap the revive. You might want to get him up. He doesn't. Physics picking up 2 headshots in a row, the back-to-backs. He's looking for his third as well as he flanks around on this E-hill. Got to be careful. He's in a 1v2, so he's going to play his life here. Well decided. still alive as far as I can see, and Chris opening up kills on the other side of the map.
So good job from Fable Sentinel there to stop that push in its tracks at F. Although I say that, Lucent continue to be aggressive, a risky one of that. 3 of them are there. They do need to move, that's for sure. But saying that, it's very hard to move through fire.
It is as well.
Great incent.
And yeah, great incent there to block off that entire route. Stops Lucent in their tracks, and yeah, really well played. These are the heads-up plays that I like to see, you know, from these top teams. Maybe not. It's maybe not, you know, so flashy, but the intelligent plays where, you know, they close off routes where they predict what's going on. Really well played. Ooh, we got a friend request.
We have got a friend request. 3 players though on D. Totti does lead the way. Damage maintained nonetheless as Physics is dispatched by Fortons. Kill tradings everywhere, but Lucent, they need to win one side, that's for sure. This looks like the best bet. Chris keeps his distance. Textbook shotgunning. Putting on a clinic for us folks. The triple cap might actually come in unless Legend has something to say about it.
Oh, he's dived into the fire.
Tactical incent. At least it misses for the kill. And here comes Zorkos bouncing his way potentially to victory. He finds Legend. They do need to start capping up. Fractures is going to move in on his own. He's going to get taken down, Spawn staggered, and kills taken up by Fable Sentinel. They do put a round on the board, and they regain the lead here.
Yeah, excellent offense there by Sentinel, using the incendiaries once again just to deny complete control of that hill to Lucent. And we see there, you know, that tells a tale. Lucent completely slayed out off the board. Not a member alive at the end of that game. Sentinel coming in with some real clutch kills, and they take the lead now. They flipped over the Lucent lead, and now they're the ones in the driving seat. Really well played. We do see the big weapon go down, though, in the Pistons, and honestly, I don't think it needed to be that big. I think the M-Bar would have been a better choice. I
don't think it needs to be this early either, to be honest. I know Fable Sentinel, they're 2 rounds away from tying it up in map count, but Lucent Esports, they're not far behind, right? And that's always an option in future. Perhaps at least try 1 round back with an M-Bar or a precision weapon. We've seen Cougars go off with that torque bow yesterday on this very map. But no, instead, Cougars says, no strikers, you're not picking up our boom shot. Runs through the smoke, steam trains him.
What do I know?
Picks up an incend, and Lucent, though, 4 players left here to fire that boom shot. Of course, that was quickly fired by one player before they bowed out. So, of course, a little bit of a sneaky overextension as well. Perhaps a boom shot coming up behind him, though.
Yeah, don't take the boom shot there. You want to send your 2v1. No, exactly not. You don't want to risk having to lose the boom shot. Get your other 2 guys in the 2v1. They're doing this well. You see the incendiaries come out as well, so...
Zorkos is still alive.
Zorkos is clutching up in the background. He's trapped between, I'm going to say rock and a hard place, but a fire and a hard place. He's stuck in the back corner of this spawn. And we see Strikers now and Chris trying to push through. Strikers in a very sneaky position.
So Zorkos bought a lot of time there, and this is the result. The other end of the map, Baghdad, he has no competition on the E-Hill due to the amount of resources it took for Lucent just to get Zorkos off the hill. And now his Strikers doing the same thing. It's 4 players here trying to prevent the triple cap, and Strikers is just moving like a madman nonetheless. He's looking for the 1 bomb, and he desperately needs it given the numbers situation. Lucent hold on yet again, but Fable Sentinel, they still have map control.
Excellent heads-up play there by Strikers. We saw him sneak into Pistons through open, and then he just hid around the corner. As soon as Lucent thought they had complete control of there, he snuck up into the back of the spawn hill and the back of the home hill. And we can see it again actually on the you know, the leaderboard. They're doing the same thing.
For the past 30 seconds to a minute, there have been 4 players or more, all in the back line of Lucent here. And you can see they do need to start making decisions as points is going the way of Fable Sentinel. By all means, they haven't ran away with this yet, the French side, but Lucent, they need to get shotgun battles going and regain some map control.
That they do. They've managed to push off E, and Cougars got the kill on Zorkos. Does mean, though, there's going to be no boom shot up for the respawn of the boom shot, so that's going to be crucial to keep an eye on, actually. And Strikers does have an incendiary left, so this is going to be... This is going to be big. There's the boom shot. He's going to drop, but I don't think anyone's in a position to really help there. Great incend.
Tactical indeed. To try and pick up a kill as he goes to the revive. Lucent surely going to peek at that.
Oh, there's the boom shot out.
Lovely blind fire. Strikers is gone. Physics on his own on this H, and Lucent, they have an opportunity actually. They can clean up Physics. It might be access to this triple cap. Already Fractures overextending. This is not a great situation for Fable Sentinel, but are Lucent going to go for this now? They do kind of need to, don't they?
They do need to, for sure. They're 40 points behind, and, well, the boom shot there, that's the second boom shot used. We see Physics get out with that, and I think Lucent have done enough here. They're getting slayed out. They should have gone straight away.
Regardless of the boom shot, right, they just needed to bait it out sooner if they were eventually going to go for it. Pick straight away, you're going to go for it or not. Now, they have absolutely no choice in time in the matter. They're going to have to push for all the hills. But Fable Sentinel, experience shines through as they deal with that situation. And they've done it time and time again. They see this round out, folks. It's now 6-4.
It is 6-4. Map point now for Sentinel. Much, much better this map from them. They're actually looking like they're warmed up and looking like they're they're here to play this time around. Strikers again leading the way. We see Cougars on 31 kills. You can't ask for much more at that point. 31 kills. You need a little help from Legend. Legend was the guy. He was the catalyst last map, and if he steps it up now, we may see Lucent come back into this. But yeah, right now, advantage Sentinel. They're looking super strong.
No doubt about it. Difficult decision now from Lucent, taking a little bit longer this weapon placement section, but instead go for a more passive approach here as they block out E. Now, after that, they potentially need to win quite a few rounds with this boom shot situation at Pistons still. Of course, they placed it originally. They're going to stick to their guns, especially their shotguns in this initial. See if Cougars can prevent or go for a very quick pickup of that weapon. Here we go.
Well, they're looking for the fight for sure. Cougars does get taken out. He maybe should have just committed there, and it's going to cost his team, but Fortons is in the background. He's going to pick up Legends. These are the members that we need to, get going in order for Lucent to come back into this, and they do have a boom shot now. They're going to look for the triple cap. There's 4 dead from Sentinel. It's just going to be the lone member here. The lone ranger, that is Chris. He's got a 1v1 in front of him. Totti lancering out. He does get the cap, so this is going to be a bit more difficult, and it looks like Lucent are just happy to sit back and take the 2 cap at this point. They're going to play home hills.
Yeah.
Home hills with boom, though, is a scary thing to fight against.
Certainly is. Lucent taking their time through Pistons. They've had sort of call-outs, actually. Fable Sentinel seems to be more aggressive. The enemy's home hill as of right now. Here they go. They push into an incend. It's actually Fortons with the boom shot, who's rotated it to F at this point. Please don't fire right there. My thoughts exactly. Strikers, meanwhile, does get a nice little kill in the middle.
There we go. There's a free kill.
Is it necessary?
No, get your pistol out. The kill's free, but you don't have to use your boom shot to get it.
Striker's still alive somehow. They do need to clean up as fast as they can because the E-hill is right in front of them. Cougars out start running at this point because the respawns are coming in. Strikers is doing such a good job, honestly, staying alive equally so. It's not all about perhaps passive play from Lucent. Hesitancy. There's the kills that matter indeed. Zorkos, the last one there. E-hill starting to be broken. And there comes the boom shot kill as well. Got to check the enemy's home hill.
Someone's on it.
It's Physics jumping onto that.
That's going to be it. The trade comes in. Well, this boom shot working reasonably well for Lucent so far. They won the fight. Looking pretty good.
I'm curious now. What is Fable Sentinel thinking about? It's 6-5. Once you see those 2 numbers next to each other, you kind of you can double guess yourself. You really think about what you're doing.
They've moved that up.
They've actually removed the boom shot out straight away. So it's going to be a bit more back to basics. The initial will be a bit more predictable. And the fight through middle as important as ever. Frag grenades, of course, have been put into Pistons. And they can influence both sides of the fight, whether it be within Pistons or the center. With the block at statue, it's still always going to be about these shotguns in the middle. And this could be the final round until the next one.
Oh, it is. And Baghdad looks to be the first target as he gets taken out. Fractures opening up the kills, and he's looking for his second now. Gets a bit of damage down, but Strikers replies, and this is going to be great for him as he's going to get an E-hill as his reward. Gets the Lancer as well, so the incendiaries are going to be picked up. Difficult, though. The grenades are used. Cougars with those in hand, and it looks like the incendiaries also in Legend's hand, so this is now up to Lucent to make these grenades count. They've got a lot of projectiles to be throwing. And Fable Sentinel, they know that. They've rotated already. It's going to be up to Fracture's big 1v1 now. He's got to be careful. He does have support coming in just a second.
It's good shotgunning. He just needs to land his last shots. Yep, Chris does get shut down. 2 players of reinforcements coming through for Fable Sentinel as Physics gets dropped as well. So Lucent, they've maintained control of the D. They've caught Fable Sentinel on the rotation. And they're now looking towards Baghdad here in the Pistons on H. Good Lancer support from Fable Sentinel. Maybe Cougar should have waited up just a little bit for his teammates to come up behind.
Yeah, Baghdad doing pretty much all he can to keep his team in it, but that's not great. They should have been next to each other, and Totti's going to pick up a double kill now. Chris is going to be his next target. They're chasing through the fountains. Great Lancer, though, from Sentinel to try and stop this push. The revives are going to come in as Fractures does his best to hold off two, and it's going to be a big fight now for the round. As looks like Sentinel are going to clutch up. Fortin's the only member left alive now. He's going to fall.
Could be a counter push, actually.
Yeah,
These three could play up onto the enemy's home hill instead of capture from Physics. Perhaps he should have ran early. I'm thinking he's thinking that right now, judging from his movement. This could have been a push from Fable Sentinel 3v1 here. Instead, it's a 2v1, and respawns are coming off for Lucent Esports. Good job from Cougars, honestly, from staying alive and waiting for his teammates to come and help him. Yeah, definitely, but there is going to be support for Sentinel coming in the back in just a second. There it is. Physics turns up, and he's having a party as he takes two. Looking for the decap himself. He's not seen the third member. He's going to... Strikers to the rescues. Nobody now alive for Lucent. I don't think that's it. That Fable Sentinel are going to be... they're going to be winning this match. 1-1 now, the score, Toby. We're finally going to that map 3.